Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is going to be a very short and simple Discord tutorial that will hopefully be able to give you the kind of bare bones tools to be able to enjoy your time on Discord and know how to get around and navigate easily through the basic things that you can do with Discord. There's a lot more that I'm not going to go into, but I think this will cover all of the basics that you'll need. So this is what Discord looks like. I'm using it on my computer via the web app, but you can actually download the app on your computer and use it as a dedicated Discord app or program on your computer and on mobile as well. I'm not going to cover what it looks like on mobile. However, the majority of, if not every single functionality that I'm discussing today is available on the mobile app. You just may have to look in a slightly different place to find it. So this is what it looks like here. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the top section here, which will include all of your private messages or your direct messages, whatever you'd like to call them, and notifications for friend requests, that sort of thing. There's a little gray line denoting a break here, and below that are all of the servers that you're a part of. I'm using this throwaway test account, so I'm only a part of one server at the moment. You can see I've got a few outstanding DMs, and what you'll see is currently there's this little white line that shows us that we're currently viewing the Incorrigible Party Podcast Discord server. This plus here would be to add an additional server if you wanted to join a new server. Most times people click on a link that someone posts to join a Discord server. I've never actually used this plus button, to be honest, and apparently you can explore public Discord servers. I've never used that either. So over here, we are in the Incorrigible Party Podcast Discord server, and these are the different channel categories that you can expand or collapse. And what you're going to see when you first join our server is only this, the Start Here category with guidelines. You will not be able to see any of the rest of this stuff, because what we'd like everyone to do is read the guidelines or the rules for our community here and agree to them by clicking this little reaction emoji down here before they get access to the rest of all the channels where they can chit chat with everyone. That's just to make sure that everyone's on the same page, to keep everyone safe and happy within this community. So the first thing you'll do is click this check mark here. That will open up a whole bunch of additional channels. Within the Start Here category, you'll see guidelines, which you're already in, choose your roles, about us, and choose your roles. This is a section where you can click on more reaction emojis for your various different interests, and those will open up more channels for you should you be interested in them. And so I'm just going to expand everything here so you can see what it looks like. There's lots and lots of channels here. Can be a little bit overwhelming for new folks, I'm sure, but the idea is that once you've seen how to manage all of this, you'll find it a lot more easy, and you can pare down the stuff that you're not interested in. So we've got multiple categories that can be collapsed, as you can see here, and within them are channels. So in chit chats, the general channel is where the majority of people chat with each other, post pictures, post memes, GIFs, all of that fun stuff. So to post a message, you just simply type in this box down here, and there you are. There's your message. So pretty straightforward. In each channel, what you'll also see along the top is a channel description. So this one says the best place on Discord to be incorrigible. For example, in promote your stuff. Use this channel to promote something exciting you're doing or something that someone else is doing. Please use your judgment to not overdo the @everyone command. So if this was a really long description, you might not be able to see all of it here. You could click on it. It will pop it out to give you the entire description. Another thing that is important to know is you have these three icons here. This bell is to mute this particular channel, so you'll no longer receive notifications about new messages in that channel. So there's muted, there's unmuted. Pinned messages. You can pin a message here we have me, who posted a message quite a while ago saying, hey everybody, this channel is specifically for anyone wanting to promote their stuff. Enjoy. I can jump to that message way back in the history and see it was the first message that was posted, and it was pinned. So there you are. And then down here you can click jump to present to go right back to the most recent message that was posted here. So those are chat channels where you're just posting text and images, that sort of thing. Also, we have voice channels, and treat this as sort of like a Skype or a Zoom call, more or less. So you can join this by just clicking on it. And here you see I am now in this channel. And other people can join as well just by clicking on it, the same as I have done. And we can have a voice chat. You can also, by clicking on this, broadcast through your webcam. You can also share your screen. And there's some other things you can do, such as mute yourself. So right now, nobody else would be able to hear me. I can also deafen so that I would not hear anyone else. And to leave, you simply click on this phone X here to disconnect or hang up. There you go. So those are the two main types of channels, just plain text channels and voice channels, voice or video channels. The next thing you're going to want to know, which is perhaps one of the most important things for people to know about using Discord, because our Discord server is not all that large, but I am a member of some others that are enormous, and you will be getting notifications nonstop, 24 hours a day in some of these servers, and it can be a little bit overwhelming and annoying. So you want to be able to know how to dial in your notification settings. So you can set notification settings at a few different levels. One is server wide. So up here, these are the settings for this entire Incorrigible Party server. So I can click the notification settings here. I can mute the entire server. I won't get notified about posts anywhere within it. And if you choose to do that, you can have a duration until I turn it back on, 15 minutes, an hour, 8 hours, 24 hours, yada, yada. You can also select, if you don't want it muted, whether you'd like to be notified about all messages or only people who ping using an @ symbol, which I'll explain in a moment, or nothing. You can also suppress different types of messages. So pings for @everyone and @here, role mentions, and you can choose to not have mobile push notifications. You can also select exceptions based on a category or a specific channel, and you can make exceptions to your rules that way. Probably the better way to do it is to do it individually. Select which channels you're interested in. And for this one, for example, for the general chat, I can dial it into all messages notify me for, or only @mentions, or nothing. And you can go through and set each channel for whether you'd like to be notified or not notified, or if you'd only like to be notified if someone specifically pings you with an command. So the next thing you're going to want to be aware of is the user list, which can be, or the member list, I should say, which can be collapsed if you'd like to. I typically leave it open. So over here, you can scroll down and see everyone who is part of this server. It's organized based on their role, and people who are online will be at the top. People who are offline will be down here. You can also click on someone. So I'm going to click on my non-throwaway account, bring up a whole bunch of information. Right now, I'm listening to Spotify. I could click on this and pull up the song that this person, who is me, is listening to and listen along if I have a Spotify membership. I can also see the roles that this person has assigned to themselves. And there's a section for notes. Oh my, that's unusual. I'm not sure how that got there, but you can add notes to remember, remind yourself of particular things about a person, which is handy. And if you wanted to send a private message, here's where you do right here. So I could type hi there. And here's my direct messages with Bladio22. So there you are. And you'll see that I have lost an icon up here because one of those icons was an outstanding direct message from my alter ego. So that's that. Next, I will go into a little bit of how to post different types of markdown that, or formatting, if you will, that you can use. So, for example, the easiest way that I find is to just highlight the post, and here you can do bold, italics, strike through, quote. What is this? I forget what this is. And spoilers. So it will auto format it for you, and then as soon as you hit enter, there's a spoilers text. I can reveal it by clicking on it, and it will appear that way for everyone. If I wanted to edit a message, over here you'll see a little pencil, which you click on, and now you've brought up the editing. I can erase it. I can format it again. So let's make it italicized. Then I press enter. It's edited now. Another thing you can do, add a reaction emoji. Thumbs up. You can do that to other people's as well. Thumbs up. Googly eyes. So there's a few different things you could do, and there's more as well. You can explore that on your own, but those are the main ones that I use. Another thing you can do is you can reply to someone's comment up here. Click reply. It shows me now that I'm replying to Sass Queen. There we are. And now you can see her original comment. I could click on it, and it will, if it were way up here, it would scroll me up there automatically to the original comment, which is kind of handy. The other thing you can do is just @ someone. So you type the @ symbol and click on Sass. There you are. And now you type a message, and there you have it. So she will see a ping, and this message will be highlighted for her because I've added her or pinged her. And that brings you back to the notifications. So that's what it was talking about. I'm not going to do it, but you can type @ everyone, and it will ping every single member of the Discord server. Generally, that's a bit of a thing that you might not want to do very often because it will bother people if it's not important. You can also ping specific roles. So let's say I wanted to send out a message to everyone who likes to play board games because I wanted to play a board game or arrange playing a board game. So I could type board gamer and then say, who wants to play Star Realms? I'm not going to press enter because this will notify a bunch of people. But if I were to press enter, everyone who has selected that role from themselves will get a ping. And I think the last thing that I should go over a bit more in depth, I'm jumping around here a little bit, I apologize. Using voice channels, you're going to want to make sure that your settings are set up properly. So to get to your settings, down here, you'll see your profile picture and then your name, and mute, deafen, user settings. So click on the little cogwheel, brings up user settings. Down here, you're going to want to go to voice and video. This brings you to your input device and your output device. So your input device is going to be your microphone. So I have my microphone selected here. My output device, I have my headphones hooked up to my microphone, so it's outputting through my microphone. Your input volume, that's going to be how loud people hear your voice coming from your mic, and output is going to be how loud the audio coming through your headphones is. You can test your mic here to make sure it's working properly. The next setting that's important is voice activity or push to talk. A lot of folks do use push to talk in different situations. I tend to just use voice activity and have a threshold here set for when my mic will turn on. So if I'm not talking and there's just background noise, like the fans in my computer going, you can see that my mic is picking up noise down here, but it's not broadcasting until it reaches this decibel threshold. So I'm not broadcasting a bunch of annoying white noise into the chat when I'm not speaking. My microphone automatically turns on when it's loud enough. Here are your video settings where you'd select your webcam. You can test it there as well. So those are the main things you want to be aware of. Push to talk, if you'd like to use that, I have very little experience using it, but you basically set up a button on your keyboard or your mouse, I suppose, and you are muted unless you push that button, and then it unmutes you to speak, and then you release the button, and then you're muted again. So those are things that are good to know. The other thing about using a voice channel is, like I said, you can use your webcam. You can also broadcast your screen, so you can share a particular thing that's on your screen. You can also broadcast a game that you're playing, which a lot of people do. If I were playing a game right now, down here, I would have the option to stream that game. I don't have it right now because I don't have a game open, but that option would be available if I had a game open. So I think that is all I was planning on covering this video. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible. So hopefully it's covered everything that you'll need to know to be able to fit in and have a good time on Discord. If you would like to join our Discord server, if you just happen to stumble across this video, there's lots of fun stuff going on here kind of around the clock. We've got folks from all sorts of different time zones. And we also are just starting up a D&D play group that is kind of drop in, drop out as you feel. And I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be great. So if you like RPGs, and you're looking for a group, we have one that is in early stages of forming, and we'd love to have new folks to join in as well. So if you're interested, click on the link in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments, or if you're in the Discord server already, you know that I'm more than happy to answer any questions that folks have. Thanks a lot. Take care.